Imagine walking into a room and the whole atmosphere changes because of your presence. People stop what they're doing to take notice. Your presence commands respect, and your voice immediately matters. They seek your opinions, value your input, and recognize the contribution you bring to the table. This is not a fantasy. It's something that can happen when you master a set of psychological strategies rooted in ancient wisdom. These principles come from Stoic philosophy, and they can help you become a priority in any situation. Have you ever felt like you're putting in the effort, but still going unnoticed, like you're invisible, even in broad daylight? You work hard, but somehow you're always the one left behind, undervalued or overlooked. It's frustrating, and it can feel like no matter how much you try, it's never enough. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many people face the same struggle. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to stay that way. Stoicism teaches a powerful but often counterintuitive lesson. True value comes from within. Your worth isn't defined by how others see you, and it's not diminished just because you aren't getting the recognition you deserve. However, let's be honest, being seen and prioritized by others has its advantages. Whether in your career, your social circles, or even within your family, being noticed and respected can open up doors you didn't even know existed. The 9 strategies we're about to dive into are more than just theoretical ideas. They are practical, actionable steps that can dramatically change how others view you. These strategies aren't just meant to get you temporary attention. They are designed to help you create a lasting presence. They've stood the test of time because they don't just focus on external results. They also help you build inner strength and confidence, making sure that your respect and influence aren't fleeting. When you apply these strategies, you won't just find that people notice you more, you'll also see a change in how you feel about yourself. You'll develop a sense of calm, inner strength, and self-assurance that radiates outwards. This isn't about trying to impress others for a moment. It's about building a powerful presence that lasts. It's about becoming someone whose presence is felt long after you've left the room. Imagine no longer feeling like you're on the sidelines, but instead being at the center of important discussions. People will look to you for guidance and wisdom because you've learned how to command respect naturally and authentically. You won't have to fight for attention or recognition anymore. It will come to you naturally. So, if you're ready to stop being overlooked and start making an impact in every room you walk into, stay with me. We're about to go through these 9 powerful psychological strategies, and by the end of it, you'll have a new set of tools to gain the recognition you deserve. Don't miss this. These strategies could be the game changer you've been waiting for. Watch the full video because if you skip it, you might regret it later. This is your chance to start building a respected, prioritized version of yourself. 1. Command your space. Let's dive deep into this idea. You wouldn't tolerate being second best at work, on the field, or at the gym. So why would you accept being in the background when it comes to your life? This isn't about boasting or having a big ego. It's about honoring and respecting yourself above all else. When you choose where to invest your time, energy, and talents, make sure it's in spaces and with people who truly value you. If you find yourself in environments where your worth isn't recognized or appreciated, it's a clear signal that it's time to reevaluate those relationships and the places where you spend your time. By intentionally choosing to surround yourself with people and environments that acknowledge your value, you naturally elevate your own status. Think about it. The more you place yourself in situations where you are respected, the more respect you will earn. Remember, while you can't control how others see you or how they value your contributions, you have complete control over how you view yourself. You are the ruler of your own self-esteem, the emperor of your own self-regard. If you want to be the main act in life's play, then you must start by giving yourself the lead role in your own personal story. Imagine stepping onto the stage of your life and commanding the attention of the audience, not just by your words, but by the presence you exude. This means taking a stand for yourself, asserting your opinions, and not shying away from claiming the recognition that you deserve. This journey starts with a mindset shift. Instead of waiting for others to acknowledge your talents and contributions, start recognizing them yourself. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and take pride in your skills and abilities. When you believe in your own value, others will begin to see it too. Command your space by being confident, assertive, and unapologetic about who you are and what you bring to the table. 2. Forge your own joy. Now, let's explore a crucial point. Relying on someone else for your happiness is a risky move. It's like building a house on sand, beautiful and appealing at first, but ultimately unstable. At any moment, it could all come crashing down. The person who is truly in control of their happiness holds a kind of power that nobody can take away. Stoicism teaches us that happiness doesn't come from external sources, but from within. It's about recognizing what you can control and finding satisfaction in those areas of life. Think about how people are naturally attracted to someone who seems balanced and happy. It's not a coincidence. It's the magnetism of self-sufficiency. When you find joy in your daily routines, celebrate your personal achievements, and savor quiet moments of reflection, you become a beacon of positivity. This isn't about isolating yourself or retreating into a lonely existence. It's about becoming so secure in your own happiness that you are like a strong rock, unmovable by the waves of life's ups and downs. When you nurture your own joy, you'll find that you don't need constant approval or validation from others. You become content in your own skin, able to enjoy life's simple pleasures without relying on anyone else. This self-sufficiency is incredibly attractive and often makes you stand out in a crowd. People will start to notice that you have a certain glow about you, a confidence that comes from within. This grounded happiness is what allows you to rise above the chaos of life. You're not easily shaken by the opinions of others or swayed by external circumstances. Instead, you're the person who stays calm during storms, providing support and stability to those around you. You will find that you not only become more respected, but that you also attract more positive relationships into your life. When you are deeply rooted in your own joy, you don't just become another face in the crowd. You position yourself at the top of the priority list, not just for others, but for yourself. This self-respect and self-love create a powerful foundation that helps you navigate life with grace and confidence. Remember, when you are the source of your own happiness, you'll naturally attract those who appreciate and value your presence. By commanding your space and forging your own joy, you create a life where you are not just seen, but prioritized. These two principles are the keys to building a respected and impactful presence, both in your personal life and in your interactions with others. 3. Master the art of presence by absence. Let's talk about something really important, how being less available can actually make you more valuable. It's a simple rule of nature. The rarer something is, the more people want it. Just think about gold. If it were as common as gravel, it wouldn't be worth much at all. The same idea applies to your presence in people's lives. When you're always around, you blend into the background. You become just another part of the scenery, easy to overlook, and not particularly special. No wise Stoic thinker ever gained respect by being at everyone's beck and call. So, let's keep it straightforward. Be the gold, not the gravel. This doesn't mean you should play mind games or keep track of every minute you spend with others. Instead, focus on living a life that is so full of purpose and passion that your availability becomes naturally limited. When you engage in activities that challenge your mind and nourish your soul, you create a life that people will admire. When you do choose to spend time with someone, make it special. Your time should feel like a rare event, not just another slot on your calendar. People will notice the difference. Your presence will be seen as a privilege, not something they can take for granted. So, instead of constantly being available, focus on what makes you shine. When you do this, you create an aura of value around yourself that draws people in rather than pushes them away. Before, keep your orbit, command their interest. Let's explore the interesting idea of desire. People often want what seems out of reach. The most precious things in life are often those that aren't easily obtained. In your relationships, if you put someone else at the center of your world, you might become just another predictable figure in their life. Someone who is taken for granted. Now consider a different approach. Imagine being the sun, with others drawn into your orbit. Cultivate a life that is rich and engaging, filled with your own passions, interests, and growth. When you invest in yourself, you become someone others want to be around. It's not about playing hard to get, it's about being unforgettable. You've probably heard the saying, the grass is always greener on the other side. There's truth in that. People are naturally curious about what they can't easily have. By focusing on your own path and not making anyone else the center of your universe, you become that greener grass. You're not being distant, you're simply being true to yourself. In this alignment, you turn into a mystery, a challenge, something exciting and worthwhile. Your presence becomes a special gift, not something that is just expected. Number 5, hold the power to step back. One of the most powerful things you can do for yourself is to know when to step back. This is the ultimate act of self-respect, being ready to walk away from a negotiation, a bad deal, or a one-sided relationship. Stoicism teaches us that we should detach ourselves from outcomes and focus on what we can control, our actions and our values. This doesn't mean giving up, it means standing up for your own well-being. In the big play of life, knowing when to exit is just as important as making an entrance. It's not a hasty decision, nor is it about surrendering. It's a smart choice to protect yourself. Remember, the strongest position you can hold is one where you're not tied down by the need for a specific outcome. Every time you're willing to walk away from a situation that doesn't serve you, you send a clear message to the world. I value myself too much to settle for less. This confidence in yourself will earn you respect and help you attract better relationships, whether in your personal or professional life. By mastering these skills, you'll create a life that reflects your worth and attracts the right people and opportunities. 6. Cultivate the fear of losing you. We often don't realize how valuable something is until it's gone. This idea isn't about being manipulative. It's about showing your true worth. Stoics believe in being self-sufficient and not depending too much on what others think of us. This doesn't mean playing games or giving someone the cold shoulder. Instead, it's about subtly letting others know that your time and emotional investment are not guaranteed. Pull back a little. Let your presence become something they have to earn. Diversify your attention and spread your time across different interests and relationships. When you do this right, you create a situation where people start to appreciate your worth more. They will naturally want to place you higher on their list of priorities because they see how valuable you are when you're not always available. You become the person they realize they need in their life, and that recognition will strengthen your relationships. 7. The allure of the unsaid mystery has always had a special charm. In a world where sharing everything is common, holding back can be a powerful move. A Stoic understands the importance of silence and the strength that comes from keeping some things private. In your interactions with others, revealing every detail about yourself isn't necessary. In fact, it can be unwise. The people you meet should earn the right to learn about you, piece by piece. By holding back a little, you create an air of curiosity around yourself. It makes people want to lean in closer, ask questions, and learn more about you. As a result, you grow in importance in their eyes simply because you're not an open book. There will always be another layer to uncover and another aspect of your personality to discover. This sense of mystery not only makes you more intriguing, but also keeps people engaged and interested in you. 8. The currency of investment. Investment is the foundation of value. The more effort, time, and energy you put into something, the more important it becomes to you. This principle is crucial in relationships as well. When you encourage others to invest in you, whether it's through time, effort, or emotion, their perception of your importance naturally increases. It's important to find a balance here. You're not building walls around yourself. You're setting standards. When people understand that spending time with you is not a given but a special gift, they begin to value that time more. They realize that you are worth investing in, and that raises your status in their eyes. 9. The art of silence. Silence can say a lot. In a world filled with constant noise and chatter, sometimes not speaking can be more impactful than always being present. If you're always the one reaching out and starting every conversation, you may unintentionally lower your value in the eyes of others. By taking a step back and pausing before you reach out, you create space. This space allows the other person to come to you instead. It's a way to measure their interest and how much they value your relationship. If they reach out to you, it reaffirms your connection. If they don't, it gives you valuable insight into where you really stand in their life. This act of stepping back can be empowering and can strengthen your relationships in the long run. In closing, the path to becoming a priority in others' lives is grounded in the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. You are in control of your own worth and the direction of your life. The strategies we've discussed are not manipulative tactics. They are expressions of strength, self-respect, and the deep understanding that comes from the Stoic tradition. Embrace these steps not just to change how others see you, but to enhance your own intrinsic value. This journey of self-respect and balance will help you live a life that is true to yourself, filled with wisdom, courage, and stoic calmness. If this video resonated with you, if it sparked a thought or made you think, let's lock in that moment of connection. Please hit the like button. It's a small action for you, but it means so much to us. It shows us that we're on the right track, creating content that adds value to your life. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. Join our community of like-minded individuals where we explore Stoicism and motivational content to help you live your best and most fulfilled life. Let's walk this path together.